From Studio K at Foxboro Cable Access.
Saffron is essentially the stamen of a rose.
Feeling creative?
Sage has a great flavor.
Is your palate needing a new challenge? Well, let's cook with Mike Damasio.
Hi everybody, welcome back to another episode of Let's Cook with Mike. I'm your host Mike Damasio, and I have a very special guest here today. This is Iris Cano. She's here to give us one of her recipes today. How are you doing today, Iris?
Thank you, Mike. Thanks for having me on your show.
You're welcome. I'm glad to have you. Well, we got this delicious spread of all these variety of ingredients, very fresh. Well, what are we going to be making today?
We're going to be making my special chili.
Very nice. So we're going to do, I see we have some meat, so we're going to do a chili con carne, as they say, and we're also, in our other pan, we're going to do a vegetarian style.
That's right.
And you like to cook vegetarian mostly, or organic?
I love to cook vegan, vegetarian, but I also cook a little bit of a variety of other foods.
Okay.
But
Well, you have a son who looks like he likes to eat meat.
yes, I have a lot of eaters at the house, so
Very good.
I guess my daughter and I are the vegetarian ones.
All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to start off. We got to get this meat cooking, and we're going to start. We'll add the ingredient. What kind of meat did you choose here today for us?
Well, I have some grass-fed beef for stew, so you can get that at the store, organic, grass-fed. And then I have also some ground beef that we're going to use
Very nice.
for the chili, for the non-vegan chili, obviously.
Yep.
And so just cut it up,
Do it up nicely.
about 1 or 2 tablespoons of olive oil.
I do my best to measure without measuring spoons. Got to get that.
And I chose some lean ground beef because we're going to add that little extra fat with the olive oil.
I see you've also brought the beans, and it looks like they're all ready to go.
That's
Tell
right.
us your process of how you got them to this point right here. Let's see if I can bring
So
this
those
over.
are already made, they're already cooked. Delicious, by the way.
Yes.
I love, if I'm going to make some chili, I prefer to make my own beans. So I use 3 types of beans. I have pinto beans, red and black beans. So this is something that you have to soak. These beans you soak overnight, and I'm going to show you. So these are
Black beans, pinto beans.
but they're raw.
Oh, legumes. Yeah, they are raw beans.
Yeah, raw beans. So what you're gonna do the night before, you're gonna soak these beans with water, leave them overnight, giving them a nice rinse. Wash them well.
Yes.
Make sure you rinse them, you wash them, and then drain them. Add a little bit more water, and you leave them overnight. The next day when you're ready to make your beans, very simple. About 4, 5, 6 cups of water, depending how much beans you're gonna make. The more water, the more stew you'll have. And then you just add salt and pepper, and I add a lot of garlic.
Very nice. And you got some
And
other
some
vegetables
peppers,
in
yeah,
there?
and I put a little bit of peppers just to give it that seasoning, that flavor.
As you can see, it's looks very hearty, very delicious.
They're really good, very flavorful.
Cooked perfectly, nice.
That's right.
Al dente, a little softer, very
Right.
perfect.
And they are al dente because we're gonna mix them and cook them with the meat. So you don't wanna overcook your beans because then they will be mushy. You don't want refried beans, chili.
Right. You want to make sure they stay whole.
That's right.
So I detect an accent. Is that South Foxboro accent?
No, I was born and raised in Honduras. So I grew up eating beans. We have beans breakfast, lunch, and dinner. It's a staple in our homes. So I have a love for beans.
And they're delicious.
They're delicious and good for you.
Very good for you.
Yeah, that's right. There is 41 grams of protein in 1 cup of beans. So every single time, especially if you're vegetarian or vegan, you must include a little bit of this good stuff in your diet.
Right. Why bother getting one of those energy bars when you can have a cup of beans?
That's right.
Very
And
delicious.
Beans, you can have them in so many different ways. You can add it to your pasta, salads, rice and beans. There's so many ways that you can use beans. 3 times a day, you'll be good if you're vegan or vegetarian.
Well, at the end of the show, we're going to show a few different varieties of serving the chili that we're going to be making here
That's right.
today. So that'll be nice.
So Mike is here dicing, cutting up the garlic, and I usually use a whole head of garlic. I love to cook with fresh ingredients. Fresh ingredients just bring a different flavor to your foods.
Agreed.
Yeah.
You know, powdered garlic powder just doesn't have the same effect.
It's not the same,
Doesn't have the
absolutely.
effect.
I'm gonna use a little bit, but you know, it's just kind of you implement a little bit more of the extra flavors in your food. But if you really want your food to taste original, add this amazing fresh veggies and seasonings to your foods and meats.
Right. Well, you know, a lot of the diets or lifestyle changes that people are making, the diet, you know, all the food recommendations are always requiring to keep it fresh.
That's right.
Don't use canned stuff. Don't use bottled stuff. That's why doing the beans the way you do the beans is the better way of doing it. There's not going to be any, chemicals keeping them fresh like they are when they're in a can. Right. So you're getting the pure.
The extra
food.
salt that is in canned containers, the less the better for you.
Right.
So go for the raw ingredients, fresh. You get a lot of antioxidants, and it's just the fresher the better, and different flavor, absolutely.
All right, so what I've been doing is I'm just kind of prepping up our vegetables for when the beef gets to about 75% done, we'll be able to add our onions and peppers, and that way all the flavor will start to incorporate into the beef as well into the vegetables. We want to mix it all together. And we're also going to start our vegetarian chili as well. So I'm going to put this on here.
I'm going to give you a little hand. I'm
Absolutely.
not so good at cutting, but I'm cutting here the green onions. And we're going to add this to both of the chilies as we're going to be making the vegetarian and the one with the meat in it. Okay, and I use about a cup of green onions and a cup of the cilantro and parsley, just about a cup of each for each of the chili that we're gonna make. Make sure you cut the ends of your green onions.
Nice.
And I'm gonna leave an extra a little bit of extra vegetables to kind of add it to the end, just to make it look pretty. Presentation is always good.
We eat with our eyes.
We eat with our eyes, that's right. And it will be fresh, which raw vegetables are so good for you. And once you cook your vegetables, you kind of take a little bit of the vitamins that is in it. All right, so that will be for our vegan.
Yep. So I'm just going to split up my vegetables here. Put some in here.
About a cup of red onions, organic, or not necessarily organic, but I prefer organic.
Neil's Garden.
That's right. Our local.
Steal from Neil's Garden or ask nicely. I'm sure he'll share.
That's right. All right. We have, the smell is just so
I've always
amazing.
said on this show, and I think Foxboro Cable Access is the channel to do it, to invent smell-o-vision. So you can actually smell what is going on in here.
Yes. All right, it's looking good. So we added the ground beef already. Nope, we haven't added the ground beef
No,
yet.
I did, yeah. I have all the beefs
you did?
in here.
Okay,
Yeah.
perfect.
Everything's cooking up here together.
All right. So let's add a little bit of.
So let's see, you have a wide array of spices here.
That's right.
They look delicious, and I love seasonings, fresh seasonings. So tell me what you got over there that we're going to be adding, and you're going to be doing the spicing. This is your recipe, so I'm going to make sure
That's
that
right,
you
that's
do
right.
all the seasoning here.
And I'm so excited because in one of my travels to Trinidad, I was able to grab some of the amazing spices that I love to use in my cooking. Again, not that there's something wrong with the spices that you buy in Stop and Shop or any grocery store, Whole Foods, but I was able to grab some of the spices that they are grinded right before your eyes, and you just grab it and it's fresh. And so I have some paprika. I have some paprika here, and the smell, oh my gosh.
Delicious.
Mike, smell this.
Yes.
And some chili powder,
Freshly ground.
freshly ground. A combination of chili peppers and red peppers, dry. They grind it together, and then they put it in the bag for you, and I was able to bring it from Trinidad. So,
They didn't stop you at the border, huh?
nope, it's packed just the right way so you can bring it with you. So, and I brought some of the chili, organic chili that I got from the grocery store. Nothing wrong with it. It's just that there are different type of spices. Like India will have paprika, and it will taste different from each of the other islands. Like in my country, Honduras, we get achote, which is similar to the paprika. And it's a paste that just gives your food an amazing color and flavor. And you combine it with tomato, oh my goodness. I haven't been able to find this here. So I'm gonna ask some of my aunts when they travel back home to bring me some of that. It's just a different taste. It's just beautifully done. I don't know how they do it, but I guess it's the sun and the heat,
Sure.
you know.
Everything takes on the flavors of the local region.
Fresh,
For sure.
that's right. So anyways, I have here some paprika, and I have some fresh chili that I'm gonna use for both. And since we're making chili, make sure that you add a lot of chili to your
Hence the
chili
name.
here. Chili con carne.
Yes.
All right.
All right, so what's the next step? What do we
So
add
the
next?
next step that we're gonna add will be a little bit of salt to the meat, and about half a teaspoon. We'll start with a. Here we go.
Sorry.
And I'm gonna have Mike give it a taste. Right?
Absolutely. It's the best part of being on this show is eating.
We're gonna start with half a teaspoon. And if you have, I like to cook with liquid. It also gives it a nice taste instead of salt.
Very nice. And you choose sea salt over the anodized
Yeah,
salt?
I do.
Yep,
I
very
mean,
nice.
people will say different things about what type of salt should you use. You know, there's the pink salt, sea salt, regular salt, and they all have different nutrition value.
Yep.
So,
Sea salt is definitely the best of the bunch.
right, just limit yourself with salt intake anyways.
Yes.
That's one of the things. Let's try that.
What's next?
Is the flavor good?
The flavor is good. I tried a piece of the beef. It's delicious.
Okay, so now we're gonna add a little bit of cumin to the meat.
Very nice.
You know what? This is seal. We forgot it's brand new. Okay, here we go. And don't skimp on this seasonings here. Let's do about 1 tablespoon. And I'm just seasoning the meat. We're gonna season the chili.
Yes.
With all this other
This is just
dry
the
ingredients.
first step of seasoning.
That's just the first step, just to give your meat just a nice flavor before we add it to the beans.
And how about our vegetarian
The
friend here?
vegetarian, we can set that aside.
Okay. Put that on low for now.
Yeah,
Let
because
that keep going.
that's just perfect.
How about the
let's
tomato
add-
product? When do we add the tomatoes
All right,
coming
now
up?
let's add You know what? I'm gonna add a little bit of the
Cilantro. Delicious.
and do we have the parsley? We haven't cut the parsley.
I can cut the
Let's
parsley
put a little
for
bit
you.
of the parsley
Sure.
to the vegetarian, just a little. And use the stems. It's okay to use the stems
Absolutely.
too. I love to use the stems. That's where all the vitamin is anyways.
Mm-hmm.
So remember, 1 cup of each, so just half. That's good. All right, so let's add the tomato paste, the tomato
This is the paste.
half, yep. Half and half. And I use 2 cans. So if you want to know, it's 2 cans of tomato paste and
That's 1 can.
1 can of about, how many ounces do you think it was? 16, 32 ounces?
Yes, it's the regular size cans you see in
Yeah.
the store.
So half and half.
And then are we going to chop these up a little
Chop
bit?
the tomatoes. No skin, so you will cook faster.
Mm-hmm. And the skin's what's always gets stuck to the roof
Right.
of your mouth too.
That's
you know?
right.
These are nice and juicy.
Nice and juicy. We'll go in both. The smell in this kitchen,
Delicious.
delicious. That's right.
Oh, this is
Okay.
really coming together nicely.
Okay, that looks good. Tomatoes are really good for nails. Can you tell us a little bit about why?
Yeah, well, they're good. They're supposed to be good for the prostate.
That's right.
Supposed
So
to be good
go,
for the
don't
prostate.
don't go
Don't skimp.
skimpy with the tomato.
Right.
Go for the tomatoes. They're yummy and good for you.
Delicious. Use it all up.
Here we go.
Tremendous.
It looks nice. Smells good. And you cook this about 10 minutes.
Sure. Well, that's what I like about this show. It really shows people that you don't need all day to cook a delicious meal.
Absolutely not.
We're going to do this fine chili meal, serve it 3 different ways, all in 30 minutes.
In 30 minutes. That's the beautiful thing. And you know what's the good thing about having chili at home? And I do this, I have 4 children. And I'm telling you, my eats will eat the house in 30 seconds. So I like to have food already made in the refrigerator just for them to come, grab, and eat. And I mean, they will put this chili on hot dogs. They will put this chili on whatever. They make sandwiches with it.
Great.
I mean, a big bowl of chili in your refrigerator will save you time, especially after those busy evenings when you have to be from one place to another, transporting kids from one sport event to the next. This is easy. You have a big container with beans. This is done in 30 minutes.
Yep.
You're done.
All done. All right.
There you go. That looks good. Our meat is
Meat's, I would say, about 95% cooked.
Okay.
It's the way I like it, medium rare to
so.
medium.
This is where the magic is going to happen. Now we're gonna add about 2, 3, 4 cups of beans.
How about whatever fits
Look
in
at
the
that.
pan?
The garlic already has peppers. Just go for it.
Yeah, the broth was really delicious on this.
That's right.
And I'm going to add some to this one now.
Yeah. Oh,
Looks great.
yeah. So now we're gonna add
Yeah, this is the best part, all the spices.
the chili. Now with the chili, since we're making chili, I add about
Liberal.
Yes. 4 tablespoons. And I'm gonna need a little bit more. Now, it's very spicy. Now, me, I love spices. I love heat. I don't skip with it. But since I'm gonna be cooking for the crew, I'm gonna be a little bit more.
They have pills for any of that now. We can go as tough as we want.
There you go. All right, gonna add 2 more. I'm gonna add here.
Go for it. The color.
The color and the smell on this. Oh my goodness, look at that.
As much as we love our Foxboro Fire Department, it's nice not to see them today. We cooked the meat. We figured out a way to keep the smoke down. Very good.
All right. So now, let's
You guys
add.
can't see, but Neil's fanning the pan here off camera.
We're gonna add about 2 tablespoons of paprika. And it's just 2 different colors.
Yep.
You see that? And flavor.
Love it.
You know, these spices are really good anti-inflammatory.
Anti-inflammatory, which I need.
Well, we all do need that.
Yes.
And beans would cleanse you out too.
Yes. Love the beans.
Now we're gonna add 2 tablespoons of cumin.
One of my favorite seasonings.
Oh my gosh, I use cumins.
Very
I mean
versatile.
cumin in my recipes all the time. So, we're sticking.
Sticking in there. There you go.
All right. That might be a little bit too much, but that's okay.
Never enough cumin. Cumin and chili powder. Those are the
That's
two
right.
things I feel make up the chili flavor.
And let's add the green onions.
Nice. This one makes
It just looks good, you guys.
Yeah,
it looks
really
really,
colorful.
really good, colorful. And you know what?
more colors, the more nutrition.
Kids love these veggies that go in it. You know, some I hear a lot, oh, my kids won't eat vegetables. It's just how you disguise the vegetables in your food and the flavor.
We just did a show about that.
Oh,
Hiding
really?
vegetables in the food.
I always do.
Our mac and cheese.
Let me give you a tip,
I love
which
tips.
I used to do this a lot more often when my kids were little. So I used to blend the onions, the peppers.
Sure.
All of these vegetables, anything that was green was blended.
What they can't see, they can't
They
complain
can see-
about.
That's right, but the flavor was there.
But the
And
flavor
the
was there.
older
And the
they got,
nutrition.
that's right. And the older they got, I just started to, you know, teach them kind of like, let's make salad and let's taste this one and see what it tastes like.
Mm-hmm.
And then they got used to the look and the flavor. And then I was able to just kind of now, you can
There
see
you
it.
go.
Now you're old enough.
Yep.
You should be able to learn about your vegetables.
Yep.
A little bit of cilantro
That's your cilantro.
and
Parsley.
parsley. Don't be shy when it comes to this. Remember, when you cook chili, it will simmer for a while, 30 minutes, because the beans are already made. So I gotta give it a taste to see if this is.
It's looking good.
The other thing that you can add to your chili is a little bit of corn. If you have some corn, you can add a little bit of corn, fresh sweet corn.
Here at Studio K, we come fully equipped.
There you go. Let's add it to the
To the meat one?
to
You
the
got
meat
it.
one, or both. That's fine.
Cool.
Yeah, a little bit. The magic of being
You
in
know
the
what?
studio equipped with all that we need.
It's like Pee Wee's Fun House in here. You open up the refrigerator and things are there. Just
Voila.
says you need them.
That's right. All right, I'm gonna give this chili a taste. Just want to make
There's some
sure that
color.
the flavors are right. Oh,
Nice color.
that looks beautiful.
Not a lot, but hey, we got rid of a leftover.
Something. And you know what? Here in New England, can you feel the air?
It's chilly.
It's chilly.
Chilly. Get it?
Chilly. Get it? Yeah, that was good. So it's getting cold. This is perfect. It's just comfy food.
Great tailgate food.
Oh, I know.
Delicious.
I gotta add, ooh, spicy.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit of salt. And as you go, you taste, and if it needs, you adjust the taste. If you need a little bit of salt, then go ahead, because I feel like the tomato took over. So just a little salt. And if you have some issues with acidity, add a little bit of sugar to kind of cut the acidity of the tomatoes.
For those that have heartburn.
Yeah, heartburn.
Yes. Spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go
Let me
down.
try that one.
Go for it. Looks and smells delicious.
If we're missing something. Okay.
We got it?
Not for nothing, but this is pretty good. This is pretty good. Just a little bit more. So as you go, you taste. Taste is important. Don't just be in the kitchen and all that. You know, taste your food. This is so good.
Yep.
All right, let me taste this one. I know, by the time we're done,
Yeah, I'll be
I'll be
full.
finished.
So we have some sides here because we're almost ready to plate. I mean, we are.
That's right.
We're really moving along, which is great. So
Yeah.
we have these sides here. We're gonna do the avocado.
Avocado.
We're gonna dice that. How you preparing that for? How do you want me to prepare this for you?
Giuliani.
You got it. Rudy Giuliani.
That's right. I don't know about that, but okay. You got some jokes. And I got some fresh tomatoes. And so we're gonna do how many dishes?
3, I think.
3?
Yeah, I got one in mind that I didn't
Right.
even talk to you
Here's
about.
your week worth of food.
Yep.
There you go. Monday, Wednesday, and Friday. You don't cook on Friday. Here's your chili. Make some nachos
That's
and
fun.
put this on your nachos with a little bit of cheese on top.
Pasta.
Pasta, burritos. Make it with eggs in the morning. You put that
Yes.
in your eggs. Ooh,
Everything goes with
that'll
eggs.
be real good. I love beans. I just do. I'm a bean eater. I'm a happy girl if you give me a bowl of rice, plain white rice with beans. I'm a happy girl. I actually brought some boiled eggs that we
Oh,
can
we're gonna
add
top
to
them
the
on top too.
to the vegetarian chili.
Absolutely.
All right.
Let's bring down our
it looks
heat here.
good. It tastes good. I'm gonna give it another try to this.
So we're gonna prepare this 3 ways.
Yeah,
I have to get some supplies here.
it's really good. All right.
We have some stuff to make this.
I got another kind of right there on top of the refrigerator.
Oh yeah, you got the good chips here. Ooh, nachos. Ooh, I love these chips.
Oh man, this is so good. Listen. Sorry, I have to try it.
That's the way to do it. Good stuff. So here's our first
So good.
fun dish. Do this one the vegetarian. Some chili nachos.
Put a little bit of green onions. There you go. Sour
A
cream.
little dollop.
You're gonna make me dance over here, Mike. This is so good.
Right? Dish 1.
Yeah,
That just a
we'll
little
leave
thinner.
that. We'll leave the tomatoes for the pasta dish, I guess.
Okay. Dish
Guys.
number 1. Boom. Dish
You
number
can't-
2.
This is really good.
So the other day we made some some mac and cheese. You can add chili to mac and cheese. You got yourself a chili mac and cheese.
That's right. And you know what? You can bake it.
Yep.
Mix it up, bake it. I'm telling you, chili is the thing that you should have in your refrigerator.
We're gonna make this
All
one
the time.
the meat.
Yeah, with the meat. That's right. With the meat eaters. Oh, so yummy. Put those tomatoes in there.
Boom.
There you go.
Fantastic. Dish number 2,
Dish number 2, maybe I should clean a little bit.
and then dish number 3. Just a regular bowl of chili, right?
That's right. Just a regular bowl of chili. And if you have some rice,
Yes.
oh, you know what? Let me get the eggs.
Yes. That's what we want. The eggs on there.
The eggs are
Oh yeah, they're
on
in
the other side in the bag.
in your
In the bag.
in the bag.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go off camera.
Oh, you guys. Telling you.
I'll be right back. Yes.
So if you have picky eaters, they get to choose what they want. Not that I do that all the time in my house, but
I'm back.
if you could, there you go.
Crack an egg.
Crack that boiled egg, peel it off, and that would be for my regular chili. And you know what? I don't do sour cream, but instead of sour cream, I get
Yogurt.
plain yogurt. Yeah.
Very nice, a great
the
substitute.
Greek thick plain yogurt. Oh, this looks really good. Mike, thanks for having me in the show.
Oh, no problem.
It's always a pleasure to.
This is going to be too fun to eat. I can't wait.
And the presentation looks just amazing. It's really good. Now, 3 ways to serve chili, among other ways.
You have to clear the room so we can get a good picture
That's
of
right.
these
All right.
delicious dishes. All right. So in our 30-minute time span, we made chili. And out of that, 2 kinds of chili, a nice, delicious vegetarian chili and a chili con carne with 2 kinds of beef and a whole lot of vegetables. And we came up with these 3 presentations. We have the chili pasta, topped with a little cherry tomatoes, green onions. We have the chili nachos, sour cream and avocado, tremendous. And then we have just a regular bowl of chili, vegetarian style, some chopped egg and avocado topped with the cheese. Delicious.
You got the multigrain with the corn chips.
Yes, very nice. Multigrain corn chips.
And if you're gluten-free, you got
3 meals.
what? Yeah, because you can make this gluten-free pasta.
Gluten-free pasta,
That's
absolutely.
Right. And there
Excellent.
you have it.
That's it. Great job, Iris.
Thank you, Mike.
It was a lot of fun.
Yes, this was good.
Thank you, everybody, for joining us on another episode of Let's Cook with Mike. We hope you join us next time. We don't know what we're going to make, but I'm sure it'll be delicious. Have a
That's
great
right.
one. Take care.